Good morning everyone, welcome to the Buloke Library Service story time. Today I'm going to be reading you a story called What Happens Next? Can you tell me a story, Granny? Little Ellie asked on the way to town one morning. Deep in the woods not far from here lives Grandma Bear. Whenever Little Bear visits her, they go on a fun trip together, Granny told Little Ellie. Don't bears eat berries and sleep all day? Asked Little Ellie curiously. These are no ordinary bears, but ones who wears hats and red gumboots and even go on adventures, chuckled Granny. So what happens next? Asked Little Ellie. The bears wait at the bus stop and catch the first bus into town, said Granny. What happens next? They go to the fun fair and ride on the merry-go-round made out of wooden dragons, said Granny. What happens next? Grandma Bear takes Little Bear to a shop filled with toys and lollies, said Granny. What happens next? Before the bears head home, they stop at the park to play hide and seek, said Granny as she counted to 10. When Granny opened her eyes, it was not only Little Ellie she saw, because right in front of her stood a big brown Grandma Bear and Little Bear too. Bears, ferocious bears, screamed Granny. Don't be silly, Granny, chuckled Little Ellie. These are no ordinary bears, but ones who put on hats and red gumboots, remember? Ah, so what happens next? It was Granny's turn to ask. The bears travel through the woods bouncing on giant mushrooms, said Little Ellie. What happens next? Asked Granny. Along the way, they meet Mr. and Mrs. Hare, a fox, a blue frog, Bob the catfish, a fawn, and even an ogre, said Little Ellie. What happens next? Grandma Bear invites everyone for a dinner of ice cream, cake and honey, said Little Ellie. What happens next? Then everyone heads home and Little Ellie was feeling sleepy. Grandma Bear tucks Little Bear in and kisses her goodnight, whispered Granny. Good night, Little Bear. How did you like that story about Ellie and Grandma's really awesome adventures? I hope you enjoyed that one. See you next time.